Hello again. This is as Faster Community. We are Afro Asia Business Technology Hub. The Faster Community Leaders means FinTech and Telco and e-commerce. Yeah, and the faster areas nowadays changing our lives and industries, corporates, even corporate management, as you know, digitally transforming to work from remotely and during the pandemic for this pandemic also issues as I want to say all got help us about this issue and medical industry and medical workers hope their success about this issue. And inshallah, this year will somehow we will conclude at least next year. So now we are in front of you as Faster Community, one of the other event that is Telecom Prize event. We did several months ago FinTech Prize event. You can see fintechprize.com. And as our prize series, now Telecom Prize event we are doing. And in following months, we will launching to the e-commerce prize and banking prize, and later on we will continue. Thanks for your attendees to the event. From now we have a visitor and in our event winners together from Oman, from Istanbul, Turkey, from Dubai, from Algeria, and from Kuwait. Now, thank you, Shukran, for your attendees this event, and thank you for attendee watchers, audiences from YouTube stream to listen us. Telecom industry, as you know, coming new technologies as telecom industry as a central industry of all this digital transformation around us. All needs connection, all needs 5G. Now I am mentioning 5G because already some countries, maybe Oman Tel, as far as I know, has got some 5G implementations. So as you see, the time is somehow very faster times to need digital transformation as many levels as street level and enterprise level and telecom level as central hub. I mean, and then 5G is another issue we are dealing with or we are discussing every day as telecom people, as you are now inside of the game. So we are somehow in this kind of event for us to increase awareness of who is who in telecom market, who is which telecom providers doing some new digital transformation kind of businesses or projects in their areas or their regional areas or their fields, specialized fields, or where in the world they are effectively working. In this kind of event, we are trying to increase this kind of awareness of market insights, market info as much as possible. We want to give you, share with you the leaders of this industry, as now you see that somehow in their business they are leading their projects and business and areas to submit to corporates and to the all end users, customers, all many kind of central services. So it is now we want to make some short networking about telecom people now, telecom leaders in their fields also with us, and then 15 minutes later we want to start ceremony section stage. So let's start if I can give you several dakika fastly during this 15 dakika. Sidali Bey from Algeria, most welcome, and if brief info about you, we would like to be here to be happy.
Thank you, Mustafa Bey. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this prize ceremony. I am Sidali Zerouki from Algeria, CEO for Rail Telecom, which is a company dealing in GSMR, operation and maintenance, managed services, and we do also research and development. We promote startups also, as we have triggered an incubator, and so we are hosting startups, sharing them programs. So we are a multidisciplinary company, and we aim into promoting ecosystem, mainly in telecommunication and ICT domain.
Most welcome, Sidali Bey. Except winners, we want to focus on our guests firstly. So let me also go to the Fadi Bey. I think Fadi Bey from Kuwait now. Fadi Bey, welcome. If mumkin, if possible, short introduction. We would like to hear from you.
Thank you very much, Mustafa Bey. Thank you, everyone. My name is Fadi Qawar. I am the Chief Operating Officer in Ooredoo Kuwait. Ooredoo Kuwait, of course, is one of the 3 operators in Kuwait, in addition to Zain and STC. I believe you guys all know Ooredoo. It's a telecom operator. We are the 2nd in the country in terms of number of subscribers and 3rd in terms of revenue. Myself, I've been in the industry for the past maybe 30 years. I headed the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission in the past in Jordan for about 1.5 years. I was CEO and chairman of the board. And as well, I was the CEO of an MVNO, Libara, in Saudi Arabia as well for about 4 to 5 years. And for the past 2 years, I've been here in Kuwait. And very much appreciate the invitation and appreciate being with you and see the winners and congratulate them for what they have.
Most welcome, Fadi Bey. Shukran for your introduction. And let's see also one of our guests from Dubai, Mehmet Han Bey. Mehmet Han Bey, we are doing a short introduction, but you are still in connection to audios now. If possible, we would like to see you, Mehmet Han Bey. If video can be open, we want to make short introduction from visitors. Yes, Mehmet Han Bey, yes.
Hi everyone, this is Mehmet Han Shishik, partially from Dubai, partially from Istanbul. Just recently joined the Telecom group as the VP of data centers with the intention to build a regional data center operator in the Middle East, North Africa, Eastern Europe, Russia, and the CIS.
Most welcome, Mehmet Han Bey. Data centers are very in the center of the telecom, somehow fighting with telecom, somehow inside with telecom competitor. And I think you are alone the data center company in worldwide, and it is a huge business and a kind of emlak business. Emlak is Arabic also. Emlak, many people Arabic now. So mabruk and congratulations in this area is very difficult, should be also.
Thank you very much. Yes, as you said, there is definitely an undersupply considering the growth of the cloud consumption, especially with the pandemic, which accelerated the growth than the forecasted numbers. So what we are seeing is tremendous demand from the hyperscalers, even for the tier 2, tier 3 markets. So, which is good. And I am sure everyone is aware that with the deployment of the 5G, then we will start talking about the wider edge node data center deployments in the short, not in the short term, but in the midterm at least.
Most welcome. Let's see after 5G. And if you say 5G, I want to introduce you the one of the 5G leader of Turkey is HTK President İlhan Bey, and also chairman founder of Telenity is serving 5G softwares to the mobile MNO mobile operators as well. İlhan Bey, we are making some short introduction before the ceremony event. If possible, we would like to hear you about your last developments.
Hi, nice to be together with such distinguished technology people. I am the CEO of Telenity. We have been an active vendor in the region. We are working with Orido, Zain Group, Etisalat in the region. That's one of my hats. With my other hat, I am the chairman of the telecommunications technology cluster in Turkey, where we have been funded by the government to develop 5G infrastructure. So hoping that by 2022, we will be a major force in the region, deploying 5G infrastructure. Also, as Mehmet Bey said, the data centers are becoming a major part of 5G infrastructure. So I'm sure we will be discussing how we can marry the two technologies together. Thank you, Mustafa Bey.
Most welcome, İlhan Bey. Let's see now, go to Bahrain. One of our faster community supporter and leader, Ahmed Saleh Al-Balushi Bey, is also co-founder of, I think, AI Bahrain community. Ahmed Bey, we are doing short introductions. If we would like to hear from you, Bahrain, as well. Your microphone is muted, Ahmed Bey. Still, I can't hear. Ahmed Bey, still I can't hear. I'm not sure. Maybe other listener.
Yeah, we can't hear him. We can't hear him.
I'm not okay. Ahmed Bey, I can't hear, but okay.
Me too.
You
I
can
cannot hear.
Hassan Bey. Ahmed, now okay. Now okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, much better.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ahmed Saleh Al-Balushi. I'm from Kingdom of Bahrain. I used to work for 35 years for aviation and for banking sector. A few years ago, I decided just to take my early retirement and establish my own firm, which is at the back. This one, the FinTech, IT services and consultation. My main focus is actually on the Industry 4.0, where I invested after my retirement 3 years just in researching, and I'm a researcher and speaker and moderator within the same industry, where I thought that this is the time for our region, the GCC region, the Middle East, and even South Africa and Africa region as well. And we need to move from the traditional current technologies and mindset to the new one, where we need consultants and people who understand that this is the area that we need to invest our efforts and money in it. So this is my main focus that I'm working now. I'm working with some well-known brand companies for training like NVIDIA and Wipro. And I'm trying to bring these people over here for training, to train our guys on how to utilize the Industry 4.0 and specifically the AI, machine learning, and deep learning and big data analytics. So hopefully this is my vision, especially for 2021 and 2022. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will help me to move forward toward this vision, inshallah. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mustafa Bey.
Most welcome, Ahmed Bey. Shukran for your introduction. And let's maybe lastly, because the ceremony is in fact dakika will start, 5 minutes I mean, and then Mustafa Aykut Bey is one of the leader of telecom market. Mustafa, I could pay if we are doing some short introduction. We want to learn about our visitors here, and your video, if probably now I can't see you as video. Mustafa, I could pay if possible. Can you open video? And we would like to invite you if you like to short introduction to us. I think Mustafa Kutbey has some problems about maybe he can't hear us. Last for the Kika for the ceremony, and then if anyone from any complimentary and any short introduction, welcome even winners can be.
Maybe I can introduce myself. I'm from ETIA, like VP of the product development. And for those who doesn't know ETIA before, ETIA is a global software product company, especially delivering products and solutions in the telco sector. We have offices in North America, Europe, Turkey, and Middle East and Asia. And we have the product portfolio covering the telco BSS stack, the business support system. And we are helping the customers to kind of convert from a pure communication service provider into a more digital service provider. So just a short introduction from my side as well.
Most welcome. Even just I learned that ETIA reached 1,200 people, yani more than one mobile operator, yani as technology provider. Yani Mabruk, congratulations for this.
Thank you.
Just I want to check Mustafa Aykut Bey. Lastly, Mustafa Aykut Bey, if you are hearing us, can you open your video? And for short introduction, we would like to hear from you. But if any problem, if you have a problem about video or voice, let us. Now we are passing the stage of ceremony. And for the ceremony, I want to give the all microphone to the Bassem Bey. Bassem Bey, now please, with your excellent and very experienced many years in event sector, please lead us about price.
Thank you, Mustafa. Hello, everybody. Again, thank you for joining us today. We are at Faster community growing with your support and with your participation in our events. Faster community, as Mr. Mustafa introduced at the beginning of the ceremony, we are growing, we are attracting a lot of C-level people and a lot of interested people in Faster world, which is fintech, AI, security, and telecom, and e-commerce, and retail tech. Today, we would like to welcome the winners, and with the first winner, let me share with you. Omantel, Best Mobile Operator Loyalty Program. And I will run the video of Omantel. Just a minute. Congratulations, Mr. Osama Rawas. I would like to join us. The mic with you, Mr. Osama Rawas from Omantel.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Basim Sam, and thank you, Mr. Mustafa Bey, as well for the organizers of this event and the supporter for the committee. My name is Osama Rawas. I'm the loyalty manager from Omantel. Omantel, one of the operators well known in Oman, #1 in Oman, as well the leader. As well, we are one of the stakeholders of Zain, if you were about it, around 20-21%. Basically, we're talking about the loyalty program that is started in 2014. If I give you a quick view about it, and it's the aim to have more stickiness and more loyal to our company and to our customers. The main idea is here to reward our loyal customers and from different level of segmentation. So a lot of work happened from engaging to enrollment. We run a lot of campaigns from offers, occasion offers, lucky draws. So we make sure that everyone in the loyalty programs should be engaged and get a rewards. Alhamdulillah, the results came very good as we reach redemption percentage of 70%. Consider one of the highest, maybe the #1 in the region of the redemption rate of 70% of the program. As well, we have 1.6 million in active base in Makassar, and it's rewarding us as from the churn. We have very lower churn percentage overall from the base. Again, I want to thank my team, not only myself, who supported me in this program. I want to say thanks to Warda, Ms. Warda, she's not here, or maybe she's listening, as Hamid, Al-Raqadi, Sabri, and Jitan were one of my team. Thank you for the support, and that's the rewards for us to win a good, valuable reward. Thank you, everyone, and I'm waiting for any question you want to ask.
Thank you, Mr. Osama. Congratulations. Now, let's move to the second winner, the most trending communication platform for end users. With Beep application. I would like to ask Mr. Ulash Karakosh to join us.
Hello, this is Ulash Karakoç. I am the leader of technology team of Beep Teams. Thank you so much for the recognition. It's a great honor to accept the most trending communication platform award on behalf of Beep. As you know, Beep is a communication and live platform which is used not only in Turkey but all around the world. Currently in 192 countries, we have reached more than 75 million downloads and 30 million active users recently. Our users send hundreds of millions of messages and make millions of minutes audio and video calls each day. As can be understood from these figures, Beep has already reached the traffic scale of a GSM operator with its messaging, call, and service capabilities. As a result of this usage, we are very proud and happy to say that we receive positive feedback and great interest from our users. This interest is growing day by day, and Beep continues to be listed as the most trending communication app in the Apple and Google application stores. As we have implementing the features that make difference in our users' life in line with the needs of them, we have created many creative features such as HD voice and video group calls up to 10 people, secret messaging, simultaneous translation in more than 100 languages, increased group messaging capacity of up to 1,000 members, peer-to-peer money transfer, location tracking features, and more importantly, it's important to note that we provided these features very, very earlier than our global competitors. As you can see from these creative features, innovation is critical for Beep. Moreover, our top priority is our users. We do not receive, process, or share any unauthorized data. We apply the same policy to all users around the world. Therefore, we can say that it doesn't discriminate any user or force anyone to obtain their data permissions. Lastly, I should say that winning this award wouldn't have been possible without the dedication and hard work of all BIP seniors and colleagues. Finally, I want to thank all members of BIP team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ulash. It is an incredible achievement in very short period. Thank you for and congratulations again. Now we will move to the third winner. ETIA, Telecom Most Innovation Product Solution Vendor. And in this occasion, I would like to ask our guest, Mr. Ur Gemici, to join us.
Yeah. Hi, first of all, thank you. It's great to be appraised in such a meaningful category for us, the innovative platform and product vendor. My name is Ur Gemici. I am the VP of the product development at ETIA. And ETIA is a global software product company providing solutions and products specifically mainly for the telco business support system domain. And the innovation is very important and critical for us. And we are investing a lot to bring innovation in every stack that we are developing. And what we are doing is we are helping the digital transformation journey of our customers. In the past, for example, we delivered a completely digital platform running on the ETIA products in only 9 months. So giving full autonomy to customers without any retail shops or call centers. They can only interact with the digital channels and then handling their services. And also, we are delivering digital transformation projects. We are mainly focusing on the digitalizing the customer-facing channels, namely the sales automation, order management, the customer-facing product catalog customization. And also with the 5G and IoT coming ahead of us, the current telco communication service providers are forced to become a digital service provider, because with the 5G, we are expecting the service offerings will be kind of widely extended. And the time to market is the configuration to the on the product is becoming very important. We are investing a lot in the 5G technologies in the upcoming years. It will be much more kind of widely used in our customers. But it is a great, again, to be kind of appraised in this innovation category. I'd like to thank the Faster community first, and also I'd like to thank all my team in ETIA who enables this success in the last couple of years. Thank you.
Most welcome, and I would like to share you our guests a small animation and video from ETIA.
In today's world, not only is change happening fast, it's forcing businesses themselves to change fast. Customer behaviors and market drivers are also changing. And digitalization is a key driver for growth, forcing communication service providers to change the way they do business and create new operation models, offering a great chance for communication service providers to redesign their processes and business and operation support systems. The question is how to transform legacy systems quickly and efficiently. ETIA provides open digital platforms and systems that can be quickly deployed on cloud or on-premise, cost-effectively supplied, reducing BSS/OSS costs by up to 90%, Get digital ready fast with AI-driven ETIA digital business platforms. ETIA. Exceed every day.
Thank you again, and we shall move to the fourth winner. Telecom Cloud Security Service Provider, Brusenna. I would like to ask Mr. Rasool to join us.
Rasool Bey has some problems. Ali Bey now represent the Brusenna. Ali Bey, welcome.
Hi everyone, salam everyone. Yes, we are in the digital security field. As you actually all guys talk about the telecom industry and digital transformation, IoT, and stuff like that. And of course, the cloud is growing dramatically, and that's why actually we are touching in that industry as well. So we are the first HSM. Maybe you heard about it, maybe not, but we are the first and the only Turkish brand as an HSM, hardware security module vendor. And we actually initiated our first module, first device in latest 2019. It's pretty new product, and but thankfully for everything that's growing well in not only in the government side but also in the private sector. I had just, like half an hour ago with the Defense, Department of Defense, I had a meeting and they actually also interested in our solutions. Lastly, as Mr. Bassam said, we are also working with Turkcell, incumbent mobile operator. That's why actually today we are here. It's very nice to be here, and it's very, very beneficial, hopefully, for the region, not only for the Turkey, but also for the region, Middle East, North Africa, and of course in the Gulf. We are not only working on this area, but also for the bridge countries like India. We did some businesses and we are trying to expand our business over there as well. So, and other countries in the bridge region. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you next time. Thank you for the prize and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. Thank you a lot. Now to the fifth winner. CISTIC, Telecom Prize of the Telecom AI Technology Provider. And I would like to ask, hello, Mr. Ahmad.
Yes, thank you. Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Ahmed Subashi from CISTIC. I am the regional director for CISTIC for Asia, Pacific, Middle East, and Africa regions. So I'm also coming from a telco origin, and telco industry is always special to me. Also, some of my family members are also in that business, including I realized that my brother-in-law is also awarded today. Ali, by the way, it's a surprise to me. We are awarded for the AI, prize, and thank you very much for that. I'd like to give you some information about what we have deployed in Vodafone Egypt. Actually, we have achieved many firsts in the region in telcos. For example, we have deployed the first conversational analytics solution with Zain Kuwait and also Wataniya Telecom, and we have deployed the first conversational security solution with Touch Telecom in Lebanon, as well as Telesom in Somalia. But our solutions, which are basically conversational analytics and AI, and we basically work with contact centers to automate their solutions or speech enable them. Among all of the solutions that we deploy, conversational IVR is the most sophisticated one because you're speaking in the natural language with machines and you have to get relevant responses for different accents. Especially when it comes to Egypt, they have seen our success in the Gulf and other regions with some banks and telcos. But when it came to Egypt, they were very suspicious about our success with Egyptian accent. They are speaking in different accent, like, many people say Kayfek, they say Zayyek, things like that. But Alhamdulillah, we had a great success over there with conversational IVR. So we have passed all the KPIs, and we have got an extension to 600 ports of IVR. So basically, when you call Vodafone Egypt, you can speak with the IVR. It's a pure AI experience in Arabic, localized Arabic. So it became a big success story, like the others that we achieved. I personally live in Dubai for the last 6 years, and I'm willing to meet some of the gentlemen here to share my experience with other telcos. And if anyone wants to ask anything to me around our use cases and success stories, I'm more than happy to network as well.
Congratulations, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone joined us today. And of course, we have received many applications, many submissions from a lot of companies and vendors and providers, telecom price. Again, I would like to point that at Faster Community, we host and organize regular events to highlight the achievements and success stories from the faster industries in fintech, AI, telecom. Thank you again, Mr. Mustafa. Mike with you.
Most welcome, everyone. By the way, some now second stage of networking will start. Anyone has time until 4 o'clock. We are together to listen you as personally as well if you like. And Ilham Bey has some time problem. He let me know about in private. So before leaving Ilham Bey, if you would like to join some adding to our events, we want to hear from you. And I know you have some problem. Your microphone muted. Yes.
Okay. You want to hear about? Mustafa, what was the question?
You are leaving, as far as I know, just before leaving, as your closing speech, if you like.
Oh, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I think we are seeing a good mix of technology providers and technology users in this community. So I am very excited about this event and the ecosystem that Mustafa has put together. I am sure we are going to have a lot of opportunities to work together to grow this ecosystem and serve, work together with companies and operators in the region. Thank you very much.
Most welcome, Ilham Bey. Shukran for your attendance and joinings. And then we would like to maybe just, I want to add some small things to do. Ali Bey from Prosenne, together with Turkcell, they are providing cloud HSM services. Is a kind of new way of to serving HSM. So far, maybe you know, HSM devices, all hardware devices, according to regulations, all banks must use HSM devices as encryption, decryption between some private centers and nodes. But now they are providing this as a cloud service with Turkcell. Whatever I want, I can use, and I can pay according to the cloud style. So I wanted to also add this, Ali Bey. I am very close tracer of this issue because their competitor is Thales. Yani Thales buying everyone and eating everyone, and then competitor is now as from Turkey is Prosenne. So just if is now we have 20 dakika until 4 o'clock, as you are the leader of your areas. Now let me give you Fadi Bey from Kuwait, as Kuwait is sunny day. I feel even Istanbul is half sunny day, but Kuwait as sunny. How is Uridu, and do you like some companies, Fadi Bey, about this now in this event? I mean, what do you feeling about your observation here?
Thank you, Mustafa Bey. First of all, yes, it's a very nice weather here in Kuwait, and it's sunny. However, we are unfortunately we're having very high rates of COVID these days, so things are not very very delightful. Definitely, Ooredoo is now and has been for quite some time going into the digital transformation, both to enhance our services to our customers as well as internally. Definitely, we are now considering. My apologies. Definitely, now we are considering the mobile financial services. We're waiting for some regulatory issues to be cleared with Central Bank of Kuwait to actually start providing the service. And with that, we partner with the different parties in the ecosystem. And I'm sure the company is probably one of them or more represented here would have an interest in partnering with us as well. So if there is any interest for anyone, they can communicate with me and I can forward them to our teams that are responsible for this. But just quickly, unfortunately, last year, 2020, wasn't really great for us financially in terms of the business because of the COVID-19. People would expect that additional data usage would probably mean people sitting home using more data, and that means more revenue for us. But for Kuwait, unfortunately, we sell for 10 KD, which is $33. We sell 1 terabyte per month for our customers. So people use on a monthly basis 200 gigabyte, 300 gigabyte. When they sit home for the COVID, they started to use 500 and 700 gigabytes per month, which meant in additional usage, additional network cost without the matching revenue. This is just in a nutshell what we're doing. I don't want to take more time from the other guests. Thank you again for this invitation. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. If there is anything, Mr. Mustafa, you have my email, I guess, my phone number. Please get in touch with me and I'll be very glad to take your whatever, and of course the guests also. Anything you need from me, I'm available.
Most welcome, Fadi Bey. Lastly, can let me ask, mümkün if possible, how operators nowadays, as you say, multiply of data usage of the end users, how telecom operators think something to be together or as a competitor against the OTT service providers? Do you think there's some cooperation or complementation or something?
Actually, no. It's we understand the business and we understand that partnership is the way to improve our system. So OTT providers are usually we partner with them, or either through our in Kuwait directly or through our group in Qatar. So and that's exactly the same way with our competitors as well. I mean, that's the strategy for us.
Co-opetition, I guess. The right word. Co-opetition.
It's partnership.
Co-opetition.
Okay, shukran Fadi Bey for your attendance as well. Let's ask to question about Algeria infrastructure for telecoms, because Sidali Bey also representing some semi-government telecom bodies. How about Algeria, Sidali Bey? Can you a little explain us for telecom usage during pandemic, multiply as of course, we are expecting.
Thank you, Mr. Mustafa Bey. In fact, as was mentioned by Mr. Fadi Kawar, the same behavior of customer that when they have shifted and been working from home, and others like just keep on streaming, so they were too much demanding in terms of data traffic. This needs more infrastructure, more capex investments. So at the end, it came that the revenue has decreased seriously. So yes, it's increased, but at the other side, you have too much investment that was not planned, okay, that you have to cope with urgently. On the other side, team due to the pandemic wasn't able to do some preventive or corrective maintenance timely because of people was fearing intervention team when they go to the sites, because many of the sites are downtown, that the one that are generating too much traffic, and access to the site, it's not something that we can allow to third parties, especially because they can transport the virus. So the impact was to all the operator important. In some region at the very beginning, we were not stressed weak throughput, because the peak hour usually is starting from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. But because of the pandemic, it starts from 6 a.m. till midnight. It's always peak hours. So on the top of the landline and the fiber optic, they are using 3G, 4G, and all layers. And then there is a congestion almost all the time. So it took several months to the operator to place order, to make extensions, and to bring the traffic back to the right throughput, which is too much costly, unforeseen budget. And then there was almost no voice. All people were using like social media and voice over IP. So definitely the behavior of the customer has completely changed, impacting the revenue for several operators.
Shukran Sidali Bey. If any question to Algeria or Kuwait, any comment, please welcome if anyone. I think.
Can I ask a question for Kuwait?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So one of my observations during the COVID area is like, yes, in Kuwait, I know the lockdown was quite long and everything, but for our area, especially for the conversation automation, we have seen a surging interest in automation technologies because it basically, handles the efficiency and is consistent. You don't need the agents anymore. Like, it was a natural reaction. But interestingly, we had an ongoing engagement in Kuwait regarding the automation, and it also slowed down. And we felt that everything was a slowdown because, during the COVID, some things slowed down, but some other things surged. I mean, because of the changing needs. So I think some type of, maybe that psychology was tough to manage by that time, because still you're thinking about innovation, although it's useful for that specific conditions. So do you think like Kuwait is a bit conservative here? Like they took this a bit like too much, so that they lost like the sight of how they can overcome the new normal of COVID? That's my experience, by the way. Maybe my other colleagues might have different perspectives. But what I'm trying to say is some regions, slowed down in certain aspects, but sped up for certain other aspects. But for my experience, Kuwait is almost going. I cannot reach out to Kuwait in any sense. So I was trying to understand why this is the case.
Thank you for the question. I may have a different view. First of all, let me talk about Ooredoo, which is, I'm involved here, so I don't know about our competitors. At one point in time, digital sales in the past, during the COVID, became 40% almost of our total sales. Only digital. Digital meaning through the app, through the website, through the the different, sometimes different digital, and we used to take the order and deliver and all of that. Now, as a percentage, this dropped, yes, the 40%, because after the opening, we started selling much more. However, the digital sales continued increasing until today. We never slowed down in the digital sales. As a percentage of total sales, definitely it dropped. For us in Ooredoo, actually, we have taken the momentum of COVID to focus more on automation, digital transformation, and bringing everything digital. Now, I'm not really sure which area you're talking about that we slowed down. For example, our call center today is way more advanced than a year ago in terms of, you know, all the chatbots, all the smart IVRs, all the, you know, all the digital thing and the chats, everything. This is one example. As I mentioned, the mobile financial services were ready in terms of technical ability as well as partnerships and alignments. We're just waiting for some regulatory issues to be closed. So to be honest, I don't see we are slowing down. We're taking the momentum of COVID to focus more on digital rather than, you know, before we were slow. We didn't have the heat. Before, you know, digital, we think it's a slow growing, we'll take it easy. But with the COVID, we had to focus on digital. And we continued this momentum until today. So if there is anything specifically about Ooredoo you would like to communicate with me specifically, I can take it up and see where we have failed you and just in case.
Thank you for the response. I was not speaking particularly for Ooredoo Kuwait, but my general impression about Kuwaiti market. Maybe I was unlucky with my own contacts. But I would love to talk with you as well to see, you know, at least tell you my opinion about where you stand. It would be lovely to do that. Thanks a lot. Shukran.
Most welcome. Now, last maybe 10 dakika we are in. If anyone as a complementary or conclusion speech,
yes,
we will
please.
come.
Yeah, I would like to have to add something that. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa Bey. Due to the pandemic, we've seen like an acceleration into the digital transformation. Many companies, operators have spent a lot of money in marketing and pushing toward digital transformation. But it took time. The mindset have been forced to adapt to the pandemic. That was in the same time critical because we lost friends and relatives, but at the same time it was beneficial for the telecom, for digital transformation, and for many startups, especially acting in ICT, in e-commerce and supply chain and so on. So what I wanted to say is that indeed we've been not that much lucky in generating too much revenue, but at the same time we've coped with the pandemic as operators. I believe it was the same worldwide, not only typically to Algeria. So operators have coped in a mature manner and has reacted to fulfill customers' needs everywhere and participated in this digital transformation widely that was promoted by the pandemic, I would say. Thank you.
Most welcome, Sidali Bey. Lastly, as our from everyone, I want to hear last 1-2 dakika closing speech, if mumkin. For example, let's start for closing speeches from Bahrain. Bahrain, Ahmed Bey.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mustafa Bey. Actually, I have invested some time reading about the telecommunication market, the telecommunication sector, how it will be impacted during the coming years. Because, you know, the industry 4.0 always looks, I mean, in the future, doesn't look on the current status. Now, yes, true, the COVID has shown lots of issues which has forced the mindset of using the telecommunication. That's why it has been a profitable sector for them. But the future is totally different. Why I'm saying that? Because there are giants who are planning to launch free internet, like SpaceX, like Google Space. And once this happens, then the operators will be in a very tough situation, because now the calls, it's all about communication. The technology is all about communication. It's all about that you have this simple, small mobile, which you need to use it and do your activities during the day. If this happens, then how you will act based on this situation? You need to focus on data. Data is your business. Data is where you will get your money from. Now, AI, machine learning, deep learning are only the tools that will help you to build your solutions and sell it to the customers. Means what? Means if a person like Elon Musk, he gives you the internet for free or for the same bandwidth of 100 GB or MB speed per month for $5. Nobody will go with our vendors over here, operators like Batilco, Zain, Orido. So what you will do, you need to give the customer something customized. When I say customized, it means you take that free, you customize it, you make it an application for your country and give it to the customer. And this is how the telecommunication companies need to focus on. This is the mindset that you need to work on. This is what I see. As per my knowledge, for a few years I worked on this thing, my engagement and lots of communities around the world in AI, machine learning, 5G, even the 6G vision that there is, it is there. So these things are happening. It's happening and it's coming. So I really want, I'm communicating with our companies here in Bahrain. I'm trying to sell them the idea or how they can improve their business, not depending on the monthly bill that comes to the customer, no, depending on becoming an IT company. The telecommunication companies becoming an IT technology companies where they give the customer an application using their speed, internet or whatever, where this application will give them whatever they want, services, payment, shopping, restaurants, traveling, booking, online, whatever. It goes through that application. That's how you will keep the loyal customer. Sorry for just taking some time, but I wanted to pass this message. Tonight, I don't know if you have heard about an application called Clubhouse. Clubhouse is the future application now. This is the place that will kill companies like Facebook and Twitter. But Twitter, immediately, they reacted and they created another something called Twitter Space. It is in a beta version now. And Facebook, they will come with something like this. The world is going so fast. And you know why is all this? Only because of data. Only data. They're giving you everything for free because of data. So you consider this, please. If you need anything from my side, from whatever related to Industry 4.0, I'm ready. I can give you free consultation for that. I can show you the path. I can show you exactly where to go, what to do, inshallah. Thank you very much. And sorry for taking some time with that. Sorry for that.
Most welcome, Ahmed Bey. Normally, Industry 4.0, as always, seeing in internet or any other sources, 5 major part of thing like AI supporting Industry 4.0, but they are missing 5G or infrastructure or KIDA. If AI or IoT or Internet of Things in very small area in a factory, I mean, needs lazım, need 5G, one of the sources and solution.
This is an information. 2 things, Industry 4.0, depending only on 2 things. Without these 2 things, nothing will work in it. No AI, no machine learning. Communication, data. That's it. You have these 2. You have one. You as a vendor, you have one, the communication. Then you need the data only. That's it. Sorry.
Okay.
Most welcome. So last speech.
Mustafa,
yes.
if you allow me. Yeah, thanks for the comment that I get from my colleague and from their more experience on this telecom industry. Honestly, I see that the pandemic, beside being to make it a health issue, we have to make sure that we are safe with our lovers and our friends and families. The pandemic to us, for me, it's like a moment of truth for all the companies and how agile they are. When they said before the pandemic, everybody says we are ready to be digital, we are ready to do this and that, but nobody was doing that. Maybe a few of them, the company, they were the leaders. However, when the pandemic came to you, what hits us, it shows which company was agile for their systems, from their culture, from their processes, to switch and cope up with the situation and not lose their customer or the trust of their customers. Who take advantage, there are the leaders, of course, who didn't, still have a time, because also what happened in 2020 wasn't that fast track. We can see it wasn't fast track. Things was going very, very slow. There's a time also for you as a management, as an organization, to do your decision, to change your time, your processes, your agile policies, and go to the extra mile and go to digital world. And I agree with my colleague. The world's about digital now, and you need to you talk our new generation. You talk about our kids, our generation Z and other generations. Those people coming very soon. They're growing very soon. And if you look into the clubhouse, as Mr. Ahmed said, if you see the small generations coming to this platforms. If I look into TikTok, it was 2 years back, we were laughing at one of the meetings. Okay, it's very small, it's not gonna grow. It's a matter of months. Things goes very fast. And this kind of segment of, or let's say customers, they are a digital generation. You need to look into it. You need to look into the right. However, you need to look to the right solution, right digital processes to suit your company as well your culture. So wish everyone the best, and let's see what's going to happen for 2020, 21, and 22 as well.
Most welcome, Osama Bey. And then let's last speech of Uğur Bey, Ali Bey, and Ulaş Bey as lastly as closing speech, and then shukran for all attendees and joiners for your all support here.
Yeah, maybe I can just jump in. As the other panelists said, I mean, with the pandemic, it is really important to be more agile, to be more digital, and the CSPs and the telcos are kind of forced to upgrade their legacy systems or existing systems with a more kind of more agile, more open architecture-based solutions and products. And as ETIA, I mean, we are here to support this digital transformation. And we are helping customers already with these journeys. And this is not an option anymore. It's a kind of must with this new normal, let me say. You have to be digital, and you have to process your data at the right time and at the right place to produce meaningful value out of this. Thank you for your...
Thank you, Uğur Bey. Ulaş Bey.
Okay, I made some few comments on that. I totally agree with the comments about the digitalization, and for the operators, new critical thing, new killer service will be, I think, digitalization of services, which is probably mobile apps and mobile social media apps. As Turkcell, we invest on digitalization for a long time, and we created a lot of services, from music services to TV, mobile TV services, from cloud storage service like Dropbox, our services Lifebox. We invest on that, and we are collecting fruits of this investment currently. And I think as operators and as technology companies, we should support such kind of products of our region, this region. I mean Turkey, Middle East, North Africa, and there's a huge potential for this kind of products, and we should support our own products. I think we started also some cooperation with other operators, and we will be happy to help or happy to cooperate with other operators in that region with our digital services. Lastly, I want to thank you, Mr. Mustafa Ku, about the organization. It's very nice organization, and the networking session is also very friendly. Thank you for all your efforts on that.
Most welcome, Ulaş Bey. And lastly, as last speeches of closing speech, Ahmet Bey and Ali Bey, we are with you, and we are closing. And thanks to all visitors and audience as well.
Okay, for the last sentences, maybe because everybody is talking about the digital transformation and digitalization. As you actually see, for the last year in this pandemic process period, we see the security issues. Before that, everybody talks about the technology and new technologies, IoT, 5G, all those things, messengers even. Now everybody is talking about the security as well. Hackers are growing dramatically. There are too many different types of hacking styles in the industry, not only for the banking industry, also for the other operators, even for the telecom operators. We see there's a huge demand on the security side, and we are here to support all of you, and not only telecom operators but also technology providers. And hope to see you again. Thank you very much, Mr. Mustafa, Mr. Basim, for your cooperation, and thank you, Faster community. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Assalam.
Most welcome. Shukran. And Ahmet Bey, as please close the ceremony and event with your speech, Ahmet Bey. And we thanks also together with Bassem Bey, your explanation speeches and insightful speeches for telecom industry as well. Thank you.
So is this me, Ahmed?
Yes.
Okay. There are always multiple Ahmeds, as you know, in any environment in the Middle East. So I just want to thank you, Mustafa. It was a perfect event with Mr. Basim as well. And all the participants, I want to thank you all. Great insights and very encouraging type of conversation. I would rather say, if you want the final sentence, I'd rather say let's support each other. We are a region culturally, geographically quite close. Let's be leaders. Let's be bold. Let's lead that transformation rather than be the followers. So inshallah, good days will be ahead, inshallah.
So Mabruk for all winners, and shukran for all joiners and watchers and audience as well. See you next event. Our next event will coming and will publish in our networking communication groups. Let's see you inshallah our next events. Thank you for your attendance. Happy good new spring, happy new spring, happy new years inshallah during this pandemic. Health, I wish health all of you and your close contacts and companies. Shukran.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ma salama.
Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Thanks.